got a call from the consignee, and he said he doesn't want this delivered tomorrow. This is supposed to deliver tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So I called my DM, got in contact with them. Turns out they don't want it till next Thursday, a week from tomorrow. So one of two things are going to happen. Either I'm taking this to the Birmingham terminal and dropping it, or I'm turning around and driving back to Florida, taking it back to the shipper and dropping it off. I won't know till tomorrow. Okay guys, so we got unloaded them coils and we're still at that truck stop. We sat here the rest of the day yesterday, and then last night we got a load picking up in Lakeland, Florida, some insulation going to Huntsville, Alabama. So we'll be heading down there this evening, stopping at a truck stop and then driving in the morning. It's supposed to be a preloaded trailer, so we'll get rid of this stupid StepDeck and we'll go from there. But that's where we're going, heading to Florida and then up to Huntsville, Alabama. So we're over here doing our first load check. We got our insulation, had to tarp it, and we still got the stupid StepDeck. It was supposed to be a preloaded trailer, but since I was there early, they just live loaded me instead. Half a load, 18,000 pounds. And its back end's all stupid because they got one single bundle back here. This looks like a mess. This is just messy. There's nothing I can really do about it. The front looks good. It's just the back is crap. I put a bulkhead on there and kind of ran it like I would a coil on the back here. It's just nasty. So we got a shit ton of bungees on here trying to keep it from flapping in the wind, but just the way it's set up, it just wants to flap. So it looks bad, but it is what it is. That's what we got. First load check, heading to Huntsville, Alabama from Lakeland, Florida, or Lake City, Florida. It's round 2, Andrew versus the Tarps, and the Tarps are winning. So back here is ballooning out really bad. I got a ton of bungees back here. Ain't doing a thing to help. So what I did was I ran a 2-inch strap and cranked it down across here and goes on the other side. And hopefully that's gonna keep that from ballooning. That made it really tight. Hopefully that fixes what we got. I think it might be ballooning right here too. I'll have to wait and see. I know it's ballooning in the front, so I took the same thing. Took a 1-inch strap, ran it across, and cranked it down. Hopefully that's gonna fix the front from ballooning. At this point, I'm just throwing shit at it and see what'll stick because I'm out of options. I'm out of bungees, and the amount of bungees I got ain't doing anything. So that's what we got. We finally got that tarp figured out, kind of. We come down the road, it's not ballooning near as bad as it was. There's not a whole lot more I can do. But got a call from the consignee, and he said he doesn't want this delivered tomorrow. This is supposed to deliver tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So I called my DM, got in contact with them. Turns out they don't want it till next Thursday, a week from tomorrow. So one of two things are going to happen. Either I'm taking this to the Birmingham terminal and dropping it, or I'm turning around and driving back to Florida, taking it back to the shipper and dropping it off. I won't know till tomorrow. She tried to get a hold of someone tonight, but it was late. So she's waiting on an email to see what's going to go on. But she said probably take it to the Birmingham terminal and drop it. So that's where we're heading. That's where we're going to start heading to. And then we'll see what happens. We're over here just north of Macon, I believe it is, on 75, just south of Atlanta. It's a big flying J over here. Pulled in here and shut down. I'm going to do my GPS, figure out how far it is to Birmingham and what time I got to leave in the morning, and try to be over there around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, unless I get a message or a phone call saying head to Florida or head back to Florida. So that's what we got. So we're right now just south of Atlanta. We're going to shut down, I think, for the night. Start early in the morning, heading towards Birmingham unless something changes. That's what we got, man. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's just messed up, but that's what we got. Today's Thursday. This is supposed to be our delivery day. Obviously, that's not going to happen because of them turning it back. We talked about that anyways. But we left out of, we were just, I think we were Macon, or just south of Macon, or just north of Macon. I think we were just north of Macon, just south of Atlanta this morning, and I wanted to get through Atlanta before rush hour, so we left this morning about 5 o'clock. We're over here on 20 on the west side of Atlanta, and pulled into a Flying J over here, and we're about 114 miles from the Birmingham terminal, and kind of just waiting to see what's going on, because last night when I talked to my DM, she said we're either going to take it to the Birmingham terminal and drop it, or we're going to take it back to Florida, depending on what the shipper wants to do. So I kind of wanted to get through Atlanta before rush hour. That might have been a mistake. I don't think we're taking it back to Florida though. I think we're going to drop it in Birmingham. So I just wanted to pull in here and kind of do a load check, and then kind of get with the DM and confirm, yeah, you're taking it to Birmingham, or no, you're taking it back to Florida. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to sit here for a little bit. I'm going to message her here in a minute. She just got in. It's just at 7 o'clock. Probably hasn't heard anything yet. And we'll go from there whenever she tells me what we're doing. But we just stopped here to do a load check. We're 114 miles, so once we do this load check, we'll be good to go. If we're going to Birmingham, if we're going back to Florida, then we got like 350, 400 miles back down to Lake City, if that's where we're going, hopefully. I don't think we're going down there. But that's what we're doing. We're going to hang out here for a little bit, and we'll go from there. We made it over here to the terminal in Birmingham, Alabama. We set up right at that truck stop most of the day, and then I think it was around 2 o'clock. My DM told me to head to Birmingham and drop the trailer and do an equipment exchange. So we started heading over here. Then she sent me a message saying that the shipper and the consignee was going back and forth, and they might actually set up a delivery. They don't know when, but not to drop the trailer and not to do an equipment exchange, just kind of hang out and see what happens tomorrow, I guess, because it's after 4 o'clock and everybody's going. So that's what we're at. We're over here at the Birmingham terminal. Shut down, take a 10-hour break, and see what happens in the morning. See if we're going to deliver this, or see if we're going to drop it and get something else. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but that's where we're at right now. We'll go from there. So we're over here in Birmingham, and at the terminal in Birmingham. Got here last night, or about 3:30, 4 o'clock yesterday, and sat all night, and then woke up this morning. At about 10 o'clock, I got a message from my DM saying to drop that load. So that's what we've been doing. I dropped the load. We went over to the inspection bay, got tarps, got edge protectors, got bungees, got straps, got pretty much everything we needed. I needed some metal edge protectors that I lost in my last repower, coil rack, and some rubber mats. Got all of that, and we're pretty much good to go. Got way more than I thought. We even picked up a couple 4x4s off some of these trailers, so we can do that. So now we're just picking up a trailer. So we're over here. I went in afterwards, and I'm picking up this trailer here. We're gonna hook up to it, and we don't got to load yet or anything, and it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, so I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to hook up to it, do a quick pre-trip, and then we're going to go from there. But that's going to be it. We didn't get to deliver that load. They didn't want it till next Thursday. Obviously they're not going to let me sit on it for a week and not get paid, so that's why we ended up dropping it. And the sales of the shipper and the receiver will go back and forth, and someone else will pick it up and deliver that load. So that's what we got. That'll do it for the installation from Lake City, Florida to Birmingham, Alabama. It's supposed to go to Huntsville. That's what we got. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.